Imagine a land untouched by time, where rivers glow like molten gold and trees hum with ancient magic. Deep within this hidden world, beyond the veil of the mortal realm, lies Aurelia, the kingdom of fairies. And among them was a young fairy named Lyra, a fairy with a curious heart. Lyra had always been different. While other fairies spent their days tending to the enchanted gardens or weaving spells into the wind, Lyra would sit by the Lake of Echoes, staring at the world beyond their borders. She had heard the elders speak of it, the outside world, a place where humans lived, a place full of wonder and danger, deep within the enchanted realm of Aurelia, where golden rivers shimmered under the twilight and trees whispered secrets of the past, lived a young fairy named Lyra. Unlike the others who were content in their mystical world, Lyra was drawn to the unknown. She often sat by the Lake of Echoes, gazing beyond the magical barrier that separated Aurelia from the human world, wondering what lay beyond. One evening, as she hovered over the lake's still waters, she heard a voice carried by the wind. It was soft, almost like a whisper, calling her name. Lyra knew of the ancient warnings. The whispering winds were said to lure fairies into the unknown, never to return. But something about this voice felt different. It didn't feel like a warning. It felt like a plea. With her heart pounding, she made a decision she could never take back. She flew past the glowing mushroom groves and through the Elderwood Gate, the boundary of Aurelia. As she crossed into the human world, a chill ran through her wings. The magic here was weaker, and the silence was heavy. Then she saw him, a young boy sitting beneath an old oak tree, clutching a small lantern. His clothes were tattered, his face streaked with dried tears. He looked lost. Lyra hesitated. Fairies were forbidden from interacting with humans, but as she hovered closer, the wind whispered again, "He needs you." Gathering her courage, she landed softly beside him. The boy gasped, his wide eyes filled with wonder. "A fairy," he whispered. Lyra nodded. "Who are you?" The boy wiped his face. "Leo, I got lost in the woods. I don't know how to get home." Lyra knew she had to help him. She reached out her hand, and as Leo grasped it, a strange warmth spread through her. It was a feeling she had never known before, but their moment was interrupted. From the shadows of the trees, dark figures began to emerge, creatures with hollow eyes and bodies of shifting smoke, shadow stalkers. They fed on lost souls and forbidden magic, and now they had found both. "Run!" Lyra cried, but there was nowhere to go. The shadows slithered toward them, their claws stretching out. Thinking fast, Lyra flapped her wings hard, lifting Leo into the air. He clung to her, eyes wide with fear and amazement. But fairies were not meant to carry humans. She was struggling, her wings trembling under his weight. The creatures below shrieked, reaching for them. Then she remembered fairy dust. With the last of her strength, she flung a handful of golden dust toward the creatures. A blinding light erupted, forcing the shadows to recoil and vanish into the darkness. Leo gasped in awe. That was amazing. But Lyra felt her magic fading. She had used too much. They reached the edge of the forest, where the glow of lanterns and distant voices called out. Leo's family. Relief flooded his face. "You're safe now," Lyra said softly. He turned to her, his eyes filled with gratitude. "Will I ever see you again?" She hesitated. Fairies were not meant to stay in the human world. But as she looked at him, she knew she had changed forever. She smiled playfully. "Listen for the wind that whispers your name." And with a final shimmer, she disappeared into the night. Leo was reunited with his family, but he never forgot the fairy who saved him. He often returned to the woods, listening to the wind, hoping to hear her voice again. And deep in Aurelia, Lyra sat by the lake, smiling as a gentle whisper reached her. "Thank you, Lyra."
Please like and subscribe our channel and press the bell icon.